So here is my 1995 Hoover Turbopower 3 with stair cleaning. This is the base model, model U2876. It's in the lovely red colour, as you can see. It's more like a deep maroon rather than red, but I suppose maroon does class as red. But anyway, the Turbopower 3 is basically a Turbopower 2, but it had an addition of a longer hose which reached right to the top of the stairs. As you can see, it has this extra hook here to take the extra length of the hose. The Turbopower 2 had a skinny hose, the same used on the Total System Turbopower and Turbomaster, and it just wrapped around this point here, so the Turbopower 2 was not originally designed for stair cleaning, so they basically put a longer hose on it and renamed it Turbopower 3. So I've had this one for a while, a few years actually, maybe 2 or 3 years. But I did come across the video of it today that I made of it originally, and the video was very poor quality, it was in terrible lighting. So I decided to remake it. So anyway, as you can see, it's not in the best of conditions. There's quite a few scuffs all up in here, and quite a few deep gouges. But you know, people will just bang them into things because, of course, when you don't collect something, you don't care about it, do you? So anyway, it's still got a nice shine on it. Very shiny, and it's got its sales sticker, which is cool, which says Hoover Turbopower 3 stair cleaning with unique Hoover stair cleaning system, full reach 4-meter hose, stair grooming tool, powerful 1000 watt motor, 35% more suction power, 5-stage filtration, and edge to edge cleaning. As you can see there, it says U2876, which is the model. Nice Hoover logo there. And there it says all comparisons against previous Hoover Turbopower models. So all these statistics here will be based on the Turbopower 2. Another thing about the Turbo 2 is they didn't have a 1000 watt motor. That was unique to the Turbopower 3 originally, when these came out in 1994. So it has the familiar 4-position slide height adjustment. You've got your short carpet, your short to medium, your longer pile and hard floors, and your high pile and tools. Although it doesn't actually matter where this is positioned, because when it's when using the tools, that is, because it's raised off the floor, stood upright anyway. But if the chassis should, for some reason, the undercarriage should break, then it will stay in the highest position. But that's an unlikely event. So as you can see, it says Turbopower 3 stair cleaning, some nice font there, and edge cleaning on each side. Has the nice little bumper that goes all the way around. That's nice. There's the exhaust grill, and I don't know if you can just see that there. There's a Hoover Turbopower 2 Turbopower 3 style air freshener, which is an original style. I found a job lot of them on eBay a while ago. There must have been about 8 of them on a listing, so I decided to buy them. And to be honest, the fragrance isn't that pleasant. The only thing I can liken it to is like baby powder, you know, like what you rub into your skin after you've had a bath. But it's much stronger than that. But anyway, here's a view of it from the back. The Turbopower 3's had this style upholstery tool. The Turbopower 2's just had a lint picker across the top, which I do prefer. This one was designed for the Turbopower 3 originally for stair grooming. It's supposed to be better for your stairs. This style tool is still produced by Hoover actually, and they're actually still using this on the Pure Power, which the Pure Power came out in 1997 and replaced the Turbopower 3, and it's mad that you can still buy it in 2017 here. There's the dusting brush. These always tend to be in a bit of a sorry state after all these years. But anyway, you'll notice there's a little yellow hook here at the bottom, and that's so when you're using the extra long stair cleaning hose for cleaning upholstery, you can hook this little doodah on this hook here, which puts the centre of gravity at a lower point, so when you pull the hose, the machine doesn't fall over. Of course, when you're cleaning stairs, you leave that detached, and the bottom edge of the stair will stop it from toppling. But anyway, as the lower cord hook, which serves as a carrying handle, you can also carry it at this point here. There's the top cord hook which turns down to release the 8-metre cable. So the hose does have this nice curved hand grip, as you can see, which is nicer to hold than the Turbopower 2 style, which was just like a straight, short hand grip. And it just comes down here like that. It's a very long hose. It's in good condition, this hose, as well. There isn't kink into it or anything, which you'd normally expect. And at the side of it here, you have the crevice tool, the scabbard one, I believe Hoover called it, which nests inside the extension one there. Originally, the Turbopower 2s had a short crevice tool here. It was probably about from here to here, and it just had one extension tube, which actually I'll show you. I've got a Turbopower 2 here. As you can see, short crevice tool there, and it just has one extension wand. And I believe later on, when they stopped producing these Turbopower 2s with the piston, and they changed it to a bag light on here, just like this one has, like that, they did the same affair with this nested effect with the long crevice tool and the extension wand. But they also had that short crevice tool, but when they introduced the Turbopower 3s, they just did away with that shorter one and just gave you the longer one. But anyway, that's that, and that just fits neatly back there. So just pop the hose back here, which never seems to feel as convenient to store away the hose as the Turbopower 2s, but there you go. That just sits neatly there, like that. And this being the base model, it just has the on-off switch there and the bag full light. The more deluxe versions would have had the auto sense feature, which would have sensed any dirt, extra dirt in the carpet, and would boost the power from low to the medium setting. And there was also a button at the side here which you could put it to the boost mode, which was the highest power level. So basically it had 3 power levels. And the highest end Turbopower 3, just like the higher end Turbopower 2s, had the permabag system. And this being the base model, it didn't have that. But I'll show you the underneath, and much like, well, exactly like the Turbopower 2s and the Turbopower 1s, it has an Activator brush roll. As you can see, it has these beater pads here which beat and release the grit from the carpet. You've got these very long bristles which sweep up any lint and hairs, and suction takes it away. So just like a traditional Hoover action, really. The belt's a little bit slipping on this one, but it has been on for a long time. Something they introduced with the Turbopower 3 as well, this quick release dirt channel here, so you can, if you get a blockage, you can quickly release it and clean that out. On the Turbopower 2s you had to screw it in at the bottom, so they changed that just to make it easier and quicker to release any blockages. Famous for the Turbopower 2s, you have these splayed edge cleaning brushes which do get very close to the edge. Very, very close. There's the undercarriage wheels, which could do with a bit of oil, and the spindly back wheels as well. So there you go. It's a very decent machine, one of Hoover's last good performing uprights. The only issues with the Turbopower 2s and 3s, in my opinion, was that they were quite heavy, and if you were not careful, the bag doors had a tendency to split because they were quite a weak point on these. But apart from that, they're very good, solid machines, very good quality. So, without further ado, I'll give you a demo of it here. runs very well. As you could see, or hear, the belt really does need changing. As you could hear when I first turned it on, reclined it, the belt pretty much stopped, and it took a while to speed up a little bit. But even though the brush roll is not performing at full speed because of the worn belt, it still really groomed the carpet well, which Hoovers were always famous for, releasing the embedded grit from carpets and grooming the pile. Of course, other manufacturers would have done that as well, but Hoover always marketed their machines at that particular feature. I'll just give you a quick judgment of the suction here, and then that'll conclude the video. So there you go. It's pretty powerful. I mean, for the time it would have been very powerful. Maybe not so much for today's standards, but it's certainly more than sufficient. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this little update video on this Turbopower 3. And thanks for watching. I'll see you again very soon.